Hey everyone, it's Alyssa. Today I'm going to be starting my back to school series, just like everyone else on YouTube. The first video, I have my sheet here with all my tips. The first video is going to be tips for starting middle school. I have a before section, a first day section, and then like in the first few weeks section. So I'm just going to start with the before section because that makes the most sense. Go shopping for school supplies beforehand because they, like usually you just need the same stuff, and if you need anything else then you can get that after your teacher says so. Clean your room before you go to school because you don't want to like come home to a messy room because that's just going to down your day and make you not want to do anything. And then also like if you have homework, not on the first day but like a couple days after, then you're probably gonna have to move around stuff on your desk, and it's just gonna take up more time. Sorry, let me move that. If you already know your teachers and your school has a website, then go look them up. So if you have gotten a list of what teachers you're gonna get, go look them up on your school's website and see if you can learn anything more about them, just to kind of know their personality. Or like my school has a website, and they have the teachers write like a little autobiography on themselves. So it's like where you grew up, like how long you've been teaching, stuff like that. So you can learn a lot about them just from your school's website. Set out your outfit the night before, because this way you don't have to be rushing around. I don't know why I'm looking over there. I guess my closet's over there and I talk about school. That way you don't have to like rush around looking for stuff, and maybe some stuff won't be washed or something, and then that'll just not be good. If you'll be walking to school or taking the bus, make sure you know how long it's going to take you to walk from either your house to your school, or your house to your bus stop. That way you won't be late and you'll get there on time. See how long you need to sleep also. So go to bed at like a regular time, like whenever you're tired, and then don't set an alarm. So this will be like the Saturday or Sunday, or even like you could do it today. Don't set an alarm, and then see how long it takes you to like get a good amount of sleep, and like when you naturally wake up. And time yourself to see. So usually I need to sleep 9 hours, so I usually go to bed at about 9. I wish I could really say that I went to bed about 9. I usually go to bed at like 10 or 11, and then wake up at like 6:30. So yeah. Time how long it takes for you to get ready for school. So time like your regular breakfast. Sorry, I saw someone was coming upstairs. Time how long it takes you to like do your makeup, do your hair, eat a regular breakfast, and just like whatever else you need to do. So like take a shower or whatever. I take showers at night, so that's not a problem for me. But so you know when to get up. If your school offers like tours of the school, take it, because that way you don't sorry, I have a scratch. That way you'll know like where you are and you won't be lost in the school. Okay, now on to the first day. So that was 8. I have 8 tips for each. So on the first day of school, don't be scared, because all the people in your grade, especially, well, if you're going into middle school, so like middle school starts in 6th grade at my school, so everyone that's going into 6th grade is new to the school, so you don't need to worry about like being the newbie. And I know some grades, or some schools, it's 7th grade is when you start middle school, so every 7th grader is going to be new, unless, like someone got held back. But yeah, so don't be afraid, because everyone's going to be kind of nervous of the first day of school. Be yourself so you can find real friends, because when you're yourself, you'll find people that actually you can like relate to. But if you're trying to be someone you're not, let's just say, like you want to be friends with the dancers and you're not a dancer, but you pretend like like what they're talking about, you're not going to really be friends with them. So unless like they have really good personalities or something, I don't know. but you just want to find real friends that you can relate to. Get close to your teachers early on, because that way, like, if you have a question, you won't feel as like weird asking, or if you need to like talk to them after class for some reason, it won't be like as awkward and weird. Okay, make friends and get people's phone numbers in your class, because they're like your best resource other than your teacher. So if you're sick one day, they could bring you your homework, but you're not gonna know their phone number. Well, you need to know their phone number if you want them to bring you your homework, and also if you like forgot how to do something, they can help you with it. Take notes on an important thing the teacher says, such as contact information, because if you do need help and none of your friends like know how to do it, you need to ask the teacher. So you could like email her or talk to her after class, or him, whatever it is. So yeah, walk into each class feeling confident, because most people, like when you're first there, when you first like start school, you're kind of like, oh god, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know like how to get around the school and stuff. But when you act confident, you give off confidence, and that makes people want to be around you. And also, if you're like a nervous wreck, then like I know when I'm nervous I can't get anything done, so you need to be confident. Don't be afraid to ask questions, like ask the teacher questions, because they're there to help you. They want you to be active in the class, not like active like a part of the class. So they want you to like participate in everything, and asking questions is part of that. The last one is, if the teacher doesn't give you her contact or his or her contact information, ask for it, because that shows that you really want to participate in the class and you're really focused on getting your grades. Okay, so the next 8 are in the first few weeks. Be organized. This is not only sorry. This is not only in the first few weeks, but before you start, when you start, the first few weeks, and on, because you want to be organized, especially from the start, because it's kind of hard to like, because you're like digging a hole if you're not organized, and it's kind of hard to like climb back up the hole, I guess you could say, if that's using a metaphor or a simile or whatever. Don't be afraid to talk to your teacher, because they're there to help you. They want to help you, so that's why they're there. If you're feeling too challenged by the work in one of your classes, you can talk to your counselor and ask if you can be moved. Maybe like if you're in an accelerated class, maybe you can be moved to a regular class, or maybe the teacher just doesn't teach how you learn best, I guess, and you can change teachers. That's what I did in 7th grade. I'm going into 8th grade, so last year I had a history teacher, and she was a great teacher, don't get me wrong, but I didn't feel like I learned good with her. Like the stuff wouldn't really soak in. So I changed classes and I went from a C to an A, so yeah. Set realistic goals for where you want to get in school this year, so don't be like, I failed last year and I want to get A's this year. If you failed last year, not failed, but because you wouldn't be in this grade, but like if you got D's, set realistic goals like B's, because from a D to an A is really hard unless you're willing to really push yourself. Join clubs and make friends with the same interest, because that way you'll get to know a lot more people. I joined student council in 6th grade, and I was in student council in 7th grade, and I'm going to be in it in 8th grade. It's just a really fun, I mean, you can do whatever you want, you don't have to do student council, but it's really a fun way to like get to know people and be involved with your school, just any club like that. When making new friends, don't abandon your old ones, because they've been with you through a lot. Even if they've only been your friend for a year, they've been with you through a lot of things, so you don't want to abandon them just because you're making new friends. And you'll look a little two-faced if you abandon your friends. Don't try to get popular right away, and well, I guess ever, because if you're I don't know, like at the I guess like the popular, I don't want to be like stereotypical, but the popular kids at my school are the ones that like do bad things and have boyfriends all the time and cheat on, it's not good, I guess. So I wouldn't suggest like trying to be popular, because if you're popular, usually it's for the wrong reason, and if you're gonna be a good kind of popular, you'll get it on your own. You don't need sorry, my brother's screaming. You won't need to try. Exactly. The last one is don't get caught up with boys, because they are distractions. They're major distractions. I know, like, you obviously are probably going to want a boyfriend, and that's totally fine, but don't spend all your time on them. One, they don't really matter because you're not going to get married until you're at least 18. And two, yeah, they're just a distraction, and they are not mature, especially in 6th grade. They're probably not as mature as, like, enough to have a relationship. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun writing down these tips, because it was fun to see, like, what I guess knew about middle school, because I didn't think I really knew that much. So yeah, if you guys have any more requests or comments, leave them in the down bar, that's for me, in the comments. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!